Hello, everybody, and welcome back to yet another Coinsider live stream. It's been a while, folks. I haven't done these streams for like 2, 3 weeks because this quarter I decided to focus a little bit more on our regular long form videos. But it's been a while, so I wanted to do one. I think I'll get back to doing them like every Friday, if that sounds good to y'all. Also, can you give me a quick mic check if you don't mind? Can you hear me loud and clear? Do I look clear? Do I sound clear? Let me know. Um, yeah. And yeah, so I'm thinking about doing these once a week on Fridays just to like not completely stop them. But let me know what y'all think. And there's a lot of stuff I want to cover together today. Um, yeah, I want to talk about is it bullish versus bearish and a lot of the other big news that happened this past week. So let's see. Let's see. Let's just start by taking a brief look. I don't really want to stick too closely to the usual structure. But yeah, I mean, things are holding up all right. It's just sideways, right? It's just been ever since that scare. Um, yeah, it's just been like these kind of scam wicks just destroying longs and shorts either way, right? And I think one thing that's interesting though is if we go to CoinGlass and go to liquidation heat map and go to like a week. Heck, not even a week. Let's go to like a month. Or let's go to 3 months rather. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of longs here. But there's also shorts. Like, if we zoom out a bit, can we zoom out even more? Model 2. Yeah, there's a lot of shorts that have been untouched as well. Um, Yet to be liquidated above. Like, the market has pretty much only been liquidating longs, as we know, through the past, like, month, really. They said it was supposed to be Uptober, but instead it's been October instead, right? Everyone lied to us about Uptober, especially in the beginning of the month where it was quite bullish and got to a new all-time high, but then just crashed back down. So that's quite interesting to see. Stocks and gold were the. Did you watch my video, Felix, about stocks and gold? If y'all haven't, y'all need to watch that right after. Market always follows where the liquidity is more. Generally speaking, yes, but it doesn't mean that it has to go take a liquidity cluster like in the short term, you know? Like the market has been leaving the shorts untouched, especially the ones at like 117K to 120K. It's been leaving those untouched for weeks now, right? But I want to touch on some news and some big events that we haven't talked about since I haven't streamed for a while. Starting off with CZ's pardon. How do you guys feel about this, by the way? I have mixed feelings because it definitely feels like a pay to play. Like there's some corruption going on, if I'm to be honest. Um, I mean, he already served his time and he got off, so this is more like a symbolic thing, I guess. But yeah, it definitely feels like there's some pay to play to go on. And this is what President Trump had to say about the pardon for CZ. Here, let's listen in together.
And they say that people say that, are you talking about the crypto person? A lot of people say that he wasn't guilty of anything. He served 4 months in jail, and they say that he was not guilty of anything. That what he did, well, you don't know much about crypto. You know nothing about nothing. You fake news. But let me just tell you that he was somebody that, as I was told, I don't know him. I don't believe I've ever met him. But I've been told by a lot of support. He had a lot of support. And they said that what he did is not even a crime. It wasn't a crime. That he was persecuted by the Biden administration.
So
So
yeah, chat, let me know what you think about that. Like I said, I have mixed feelings. And people, it seemed like a lot of people are against it because of what happened at on October 10th. The shenanigans going on with Binance liquidating pretty much everyone, you know? So, yeah, let me see what chat is saying. CZ going to be donating for another ballroom. Trump and CZ already hurting us. Why not have them committing more crimes? That is kind of funny, guys. Um Also, this is quite interesting. The Bitcoin whale, Garrett Jin, is getting inside info from the Trump admin. Massive short right before the tariff announcement. Make one bet on Polymarket weeks ago. CZ pardon. So, do y'all think that this Bitcoin whale is getting inside information from the Trump admin to bet on? Like, I don't know if it's true. Maybe he's just like, maybe it's just a coincidence with timing, right? But it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. And all these pardons, a lot of the pardons, I'm not necessarily a fan of. Even ignoring the CZ one, he also pardoned the Trevor Milton, the CEO of Nikola, remember, who was indicted for fraud. Yeah, if you guys remember that. Also, this is gonna make y'all mad. This is a rumor. Rumor. President Donald Trump considered pardoning former FTX founder Sam Bankman Fried. Worse, like, people just mad. Like, this guy says SBF getting pardoned before the end of Trump's term. Be mentally prepared because it's happening. It's like pay to play, you know? Just hire the right lawyers. Like CZ had the same lawyers as World Liberty Financial, if I'm not mistaken. And then here, look, I even gave it a like. Do not pardon SBF. Crime season. Oh my God. That would be a war crime. What do y'all think? I mean, now he can like do stuff in the US and go back to take more power and more control um in Binance and maybe IPO Binance. If Bankman Fried is pardoned, then 200% corruption. I agree with you, Joy Alpha. So that's one interesting piece of news, but here is another topic I want to talk about. Okay, one sec. Let me see. So, let's talk about airdrops real quick. Folks, who got Monad's airdrop? And I don't want to brag too much, but I got this community. I got the highest one, the highest tier, and I didn't even farm Monad at all. I got a card, one of those Monad trading card things. Um, Monad card. Let me show you guys. Where's the Monad card? like these, like Monad cards, you know? I got one of these Monad cards and I got community last, which is the top one. Um and yeah, I think so. I think a lot of the estimates are way too high. Like they're saying community last is going to get like $100,000 worth of airdrop. No way. I honestly speaking, I did some napkin math, and I don't think the top tier gets more than 10K, which is still good. Which is still good. I mean, I'm not complaining, but I think realistically, it's like 5K to 10K for the top, and the bottom one is like you get a hamburger, you know, participation award. You may get like a meal, a nice meal. Um, yeah, but people who are saying like this is gonna be a monad airdrop prices. Let me see. Can I even find that thing? Uh, like right here. This is clickbait. This is engagement bait. There is no way. There is no way in hell that this is right. Last one gets 27K. Are they okay? This is complete BS. I will bet you everything that this is not the case. I will give someone my entire airdrop allocation if this is the case. This is complete BS. Okay, I'm just saying that right now. It's like 100x, maybe not 100x. Let's say like 20x more. Nah, maybe like 50x more than it's actually gonna be. But anyhow, a lot of people were pissed because people were grinding the monad testnet for months and months and months, and they barely got anything, if at all. Like the testnet folks didn't even get any the last allocation, the participation award. They didn't even get that, so they were pissed. And instead, the monad people gave it to KOLs, gave it to and I'm not even a top KOL. Like I barely have any followers on X that are active. But one thing, one thing that we got was everyone that was part of Retail DAO, their Retail DAO wallets got like one of the middle tiers because we did on-chain governance and stuff. And so they saw that as real activity and real people, real rewards. And so they wanted to give that to us. So that's awesome. All the retail DAOs were really happy. Um, yeah. So Monad, I'm looking forward to that. I'm not expecting more than like 5,000 or so, 5 to 10,000 realistically speaking, but people like to um kind of engagement bait on X. Now, who here is participating in the MegaETH ICO? The MegaETH ICO is 5% of the total supply. Here's some stats. Ceiling price is 1 billion essentially, but on Hyperliquid, it's already trading at a. Where is the pre-launch? Monad trading at 0.06. So yeah, so basically you're getting a discount, if I'm not mistaken, by participating in this ICO token sale. And minimum is 2,650, maximum 186,000 bid, and U.S. accredited investors have a mandatory 1% lockup, 1 year lockup with a 10% discount. Lockup is optional for non-U.S. participants. I don't like this lockup. Personally, I'm not participating, but if I were, I wouldn't do this 10% lockup if I had a choice. And it's going to be an auction. Personally, I'm really bullish on Mega ETH because it's like a real-time blockchain and stuff. Oh, it's in 2 days. It's like 3 days from now. So who here is going to participate in MegaETH? This may cook. I like Monad too. I like both of these. These are both like stars. Can they be like a Swee? I think they can get to Swee's level, at least, hopefully. Or are they gonna be like Eclipse or something? Just be like an embarrassment. Where's Eclipse? Yeah, be an embarrassment like this. Who knows? Who knows? I hope they're more like Swee. Um, at almost 9 billion right now. By the way, other hot coins lately, some of them have done bad. Like Double Zero, who's bought this trash? Oh my goodness. Like people are hyping this up so much, but their tokenomics was awful. And folks, this is why tokenomics matter. Double Zero, I mean, it's in the name, Double Zero, but their tokenomics was awful. And like jump trading and stuff got it, if I'm not mistaken. Here, let me just show you guys on X. Double Zero tokenomics. They got a no action letter from the SEC, which is cool. But their tokenomics gave jump 5% to dump, blah, blah, blah. 28%. Yeah. Ugly tokenomics. Anyways, back to MegaETH. Their tokenomics look decent. Only 14% of VC. They bought back their own token from earlier rounds. 15% of the community. Only 10% of the team. They're already trading at 5x from the ICO round. 50% of staking rewards. So not bad. Not bad for MegaETH. Crypto's officially dead. Stock market all-time high. Crypto dumping for weeks. Very bearish. Bro, that is true, but just like they said, like watch this when the crypto bros rotate to stocks, that marks a local top for stocks and crypto finally starts to move. That is hilarious and probably what happens. BitTensor, yes, that is very bullish. The BitTensor having. Like, okay, I want to look at because not only stocks, bro, like gold too. That's what I want to look at right now. Gold. Say USD. Like people, like crypto bros rotated into gold at the top. And then and then BTC XAU marked a bottom at that levels. Now, could this go back down? Yes. But you guys, I can't say you guys, we love to give up, capitulate, and top blast. You know? It's like we have no patience. We have no patience, Sergio. And once you rotate your Bitcoin or crypto into stocks, it's gonna mark a stock market top. And here, let me show you. It's not only me saying this. Where's Income Sharks? Where is this? Income Sharks. trying to find. He posts so much. Wow. Can I find it? Crypto Bros stocks. Crypto Bros stocks by Income Sharks. No, I gotta sit this exact Crypto Bros stocks. Income Sharks. I'm trying to find. Okay, I can't find it, but anyways. Gold. Let's go back to gold. Gold put in a top when retail euphoria was like this. People around the world lining up to buy it. And gold hit the most overbought level in history in the monthly RSI. And then, of course, it had a correction. And then some people are bullish about this because they argue that Bitcoin lags gold with like about a 3-month period. And when gold topped in 2020, that's when Bitcoin started on its parabolic run. So they argue that it could happen again. And here's some more analysis. Now, I don't think this is apples to apples because like the macro condition is different and whatnot, but it is a potential thing to look at for when gold tops, and that's when the money starts rotating into Bitcoin. It is a theory. I wouldn't say that it's like guaranteed to happen, of course, because like I said, it's not apples to apples, but I do think it does make some sense. So something to keep an eye on. And some other bullish news. Did y'all see this? The JP Morgan sees the Fed ending quantitative tightening next week because there's problems with the liquidity in the system per se. Citing reserve levels near 11% of GDP, nearly drained reverse repo facility, may ease rate pressure, lift asset prices, blah, blah, blah. So they may end QT earlier than expected. Remember, they used to say end of year, but now next week, if QT ends, that should theoretically be good for risk assets. Theoretically, depending on what other stuff happens, like credit, liquidity plumbing, etc., etc. But generally speaking, QT makes it harder for risk assets to move. And check this out. Odds of 3 rate cuts in 2025 reach an all-time high of 85%, which means almost guaranteed that October cut and December cut will both happen. So bullish, right? Yo, Maverick, you need to skip ahead. You are way behind right now. So I want to now move to, are we bullish or are we bearish for like right now in late October? Let's start with the bearish people. Okay, remember this guy, CryptoCon, was bearish weeks ago, like almost a month ago. Even people, and I don't respect CryptoCon, but even people I respect, like Philb, even analysts I respect, are saying that he is exiting on the basis of timing. So he is bearish. Bearish divergences undeniably showing on the weekly time frame. Liquidation levels. Yeah, he's market cycles. A lot of cycle theorists are saying the top is in. Even Income Sharks is, at least for ETH, he's short to midterm bearish based on this OBV metric, which is the momentum metric. Volume and price is what they calculate. And some chartists too. MACD crossover bearish on the monthly. Yeah. These are the bearish people right now, but I also have some bullish folks I want to share with you. And even like Ansem is bearish and things like that. But I want to share with you some bullish folks. Just for both sides of the argument. Remember we had that huge OI wipeout like a couple Fridays ago or something on Binance and everywhere. They said what percentage of minus 30 to 40% open interest crypto liquidation events was it a good idea to get bearish after it happened? And they did some stats, and the conclusion is bullish BTC following OI wipeouts. Data to back the words. Predator says, seeing all of the 4-year cycle bros go on podcasts announcing they've sold is making me feel bullish. Which, kind of true. Look, if the top is in, a lot of these people are going to be right. And since when has like all the analysts and KOLs on crypto Twitter been right? This is more of a macro guy. In August, I pounded the table to buy gold. In April, I pounded the table to buy equities. This week, I pounded the table to buy BTC, a massive run incoming. We'll see. We'll see. This was only a few days ago. We'll see if this comes true. Now, this is an interesting argument. Nick Szabo, which is one of the forefathers of blockchain, crypto, Bitcoin, says that the cycle actually topped December of last year and bottomed in October 2025 when viewed against gold. Does this mean that a new cycle just started? Look at this. Bitcoin versus gold topped in December 2024 and it potentially bottomed just recently. This is not against USD. USD, we've been going up a little bit, but we've been underperforming gold for months now. So this is this is zoomed out a little bit. Did we top and start a new cycle versus gold in terms of the BTC gold ratio? Cycle top happened around New Year's Day, but in dollar terms, the bear has been mostly been masked by the debasement trade. Price it in gold and you'll see the top. Very interesting theory here. Very interesting. I have not seen this theory until Nick Szabo said it. So what do y'all think about this? Very interesting theory. Quinn Thompson argues, this is like a hedge fund guy, I guess, macro guy, that we'll see Bitcoin mimic gold's recent run. He is bullish for many reasons. Soft CPI, corporate buyback blackout ends, blah, blah, blah. FOMC rate cut, QT ends, China-US trade deal, volatility crush, and best liquidity month. Nick, CoinTrader Nick, also is bullish in general for markets, and Bitcoin data also bullish too. So I gave you a mix of both bullish and bearish kind of arguments, but yeah, it's interesting to see. It's interesting to say a lot of the cycle folks are calling for the top to already be in. But a lot of the macro related guys and also more like data folks are saying that the top is not in yet. That's how I see it right now. Um, yeah, by the way, folks, I want to share with you real quick. Retail DAO, we actually had a bit of a I don't want to say pivot, but we had some learnings. We had an epiphany, and we are changing things around a little bit. Instead of just being focused on alpha, 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 crowdsource alpha, we're now leaning into the coordination aspect of Retail DAO more. So, one thing we've been doing is missions together. Because the thesis is when retail investors align insights, incentives, and action, we can win together. That is our true edge. Like, you don't need to chase more alpha for more paid groups, for more KOLs, right? They honestly sometimes get it wrong too. But when we work together, we can get better insights. We can research together. We can get better like discounts and deals from projects and just get off our lazy asses and do things together so we can qualify for airdrops together and things like that. So we've been doing a mission lately that just finished, but I want to show you guys right here. We did a mission 1, which was prediction market airdrops. We've decided to farm Poly Market, Limitless on base, and Myriad markets on abstract. And for 1 week, we all researched, tested, dropped pro tips, and we can qualify for all these potentially if you followed like the like what people were sharing and took action yourself. Limitless actually dropped their token mid-mission, and some of our members qualified, which is great to see. I personally farmed Myriad and Poly Market. I'm really bullish on Poly Market, by the way, and they confirmed their token. Their CMO did. So now we're voting for mission number 2, and yeah, I want to just read this. We're not trying to beat institutions. We're proving that retail coordination is better than retail chaos, because when retail moves together, retail wins. And we are currently voting. Let me show you. We're voting on mission 2, and here are the results so far. Okay, here we go. Oh, wait, let me pull this into here. This is better. So here are the votes so far. What do you want to do for mission 2? Research farm. Okay, the biggest one is dive into the base ecosystem together. Number 2 is track/copy insider / whale wallets. Number 3 is research farm upcoming blockchains, MegaETH, etc. I voted for learn macro analysis to see when the top is in, but it seems like the base ecosystem is winning hands down. So folks, go in our Discord, join past the token gate, and vote before this poll ends. Please vote on what poll you want to, or what mission you want to do with us next. And we do it together. We can qualify like the base ecosystem. If we dive deep, try out some cool dApps, qualify for the airdrop, the base potential airdrop. I don't know when that's gonna come, but that could pay us pay us handsomely even if it's like during a bear market in the future, that could be a huge liquidity injection for us. So that's why, I guess that's why people want to do that. But yeah, I'm really excited about this new direction. When retail coordinates, retail wins. And yeah, join Retail DAO. Anyhow, folks, I think that's it for today. I will aim to do these on Fridays instead of stopping them completely. But as I said, I am focusing more on whatchamacallit, like long form content. And if you guys haven't watched this already, wait one sec. I'm trying to pull up my. Here we go. This one. Okay, these are all good. This one, they're lying to you about Bitcoin. This one kind of popped off. And this one I just launched. I know it's a little clickbaity, but I'm basically comparing Bitcoin versus gold and stocks for people like Sergio. So watch this one like ASAP, please. And yeah, be on the lookout for more bangers. More bangers coming when we focus on our long form videos. But I'll still try to see y'all once a week on Fridays at this usual time. All right. This is Kevin. I had a great time today. Happy Friday. Happy weekend. And I'll catch y'all in the Retail DAO Discord. Catch y'all on X and on the channel on the long form content.